Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Keith Mai, and I'm joined by my colleagues, Dr. Huang and Dr. Tian. We are the Applied Biomedical and General Sciences team here at Hong Kong U Space. And today we will be talking about how to building a career in medical laboratory science. So this is just a brief outline of our program team and our staff that work with us to bring these programs to you. So first I'll talk about medical laboratory science, then I'll go over the career of a medical laboratory technologist, and then we'll go through our professional education and academic programs, and also further professional training. So to start things off, what is medical laboratory science? So medical laboratory science is a science that's built on the foundations of biology, chemistry, and medicine that help work together to analyze the specimens for a healthcare system. So it is part of the overall healthcare diagnostic system that helps inform doctors to make the patient care decisions. So within the field of medical laboratory science, there are four main specialties, four traditional specialties, I should say. And starting off, we have hematology and serology. So hematology is the study of cells in the blood. So they could look at the different types of white blood cells, the different types of red blood cells, and the overall counts of the blood cells and platelets. And the other part of that would be serology, which is also known as blood banking. So this will look at the compatibility between antibodies and antigens of different types of blood, and also the processing of the blood, so that's when patients need to they need to receive blood or give blood, they can match the proper patients and donors. The next specialty is medical microbiology. So medical microbiology, as the name suggests, looks at the different types of infectious agents and to identify those different agents, such as bacteria, fungi, or viruses, and also to prescribe the proper antibiotics or treatments that can combat those infections. Next, we have histopathology and cytology. So these are two related fields that look at the structure of tissues or individual cells in the examination for disease diagnosis. So in histopathology, for example, if you are undergoing surgery and the doctor is unsure if the tumor is malignant or non-malignant, then they will need the expertise with the histopathologist to go through different types of staining or molecular techniques to identify if those tumors are malignant. And for cytology, it looks at, instead of the whole tissue or the whole organ, they will look at individual cells. And this break up into different specialties, such as in gynecological cytology. So for ladies, this more commonly done with the pap smear, or to look at possible cases of cervical cancer. And finally, we have clinical biochemistry, or sometimes called chemical pathology. And this will look at the different types of chemical compositions of body fluids, such as the urine or blood, and to look at different types of analytes, such as maybe the blood sugar, the blood glucose levels, or maybe in urine you have things like APT or ALT, and to look at the different balance of these chemicals in your blood or your urine or other fluids to see whether or not your metabolic functions are working properly. So coming up with the new technological advancements in medical laboratory science, we will see a lot more automation where instead of having all the work being done by hand, there will be more and more machines that replace or aid the work of medical laboratory technologists. And we'll also see a lot more genetic testing or molecular testing that look at the molecular level of the disease. And related to that is next generation sequencing. We can look at, instead of looking at specific genes, we can look for a broader base. And finally, artificial intelligence, such as in digital pathology, where the computers or AI models can help the technologists or the pathologists, the doctors, make the diagnosis. So a brief overview of the career as a medical laboratory technologist. So a medical laboratory technologist, first they analyze the biological samples, they process the biological samples, and then they will produce the test results and offers some brief interpretation of those results. But mostly these results are given to other healthcare professionals, such as the doctors or the pathologists in charge, so that they can make informed decisions for the patient. These days, almost 90% of all medical decisions that are done by doctors have some sort of medical test done by medical technologists for to make the decision. So you can see that this field has a very important role in the healthcare system. In terms of the employers, there are four main employment sectors. Firstly, you have the hospital laboratories. So every hospital, either private or public, they will have medical laboratory technologists that work there to analyze the patient samples. Next, you have the clinical research that are done at, in Hong Kong, it's usually the public universities to look at the next generation of techniques. And we also have private laboratories and industry. These will take on private work that are outside of the hospital system, but also they could help with hospitals in other specific cases. And finally, we have the public health agencies that are part of the Hong Kong government. Now, in clinical laboratory in a hospital setting, we usually see this type of breakdown in terms of the staff. So an entry-level role would start off here as a laboratory assistant. Now, these laboratory assistants, they usually help prepare maybe the reagents or help prepare the work environment for the medical laboratory technologists. But they legally, they're not allowed to handle the specimens directly. So the next level, or the first level of the medical technologist is the associate medical technologist, or AMT. And these are the licensed professionals that can handle the samples. But usually they are under the supervision of medical technologists who make up most of, or make up a significant portion of the technical team. And they will either do work independently or they will guide the associate medical technologists to process the samples and produce reports. And next up, we have the senior medical technologists who are more of a management role, really. They will direct the personnel and work with the doctors and scientific officers to create the protocols and make the overall management, helping with the overall management with the lab. Of course, this can also be formally done as a department manager or laboratory manager position, but usually a senior medical technologist, they play a role in this as well. Alternatively, if the medical technologist wants to pursue more of research role, then there are scientific officer positions. These will conduct more research with the pathologists. And finally, we have the pathologist, who is in charge of the overall team at maybe like a department of pathology in the hospital. And overall, the pathologist, the one that's is in charge of the whole lab. So in terms of the compensation structure, so the field of medical technologists is, I think, is quite well paid in Hong Kong. These figures are a little, they have risen a bit this year. These are MLTs in the public hospital system. They will generally have a starting range of around 34,000 now, and then go up to maybe 50-something thousand. Whereas the medical technologist can go from 50,000 to around 80,000. And then the senior technologist can go from 80,000 to around 100,000 now. So as you can see, it's I think it's a quite lucrative field for the medical technologists. Now, if you're interested in joining the medical technologist field, then there are some requirements. Firstly, we are under the Supplementary Medical Professions Ordinance in Hong Kong. So only registered medical laboratory technologists with a valid practicing certificate can practice the profession in Hong Kong. So now let's get into some of the professional programs that we offer at Hong Kong U Space related to this field. So our flagship program is the Higher Certificate in Medical Laboratory Science, also known as HTC. So this is a part-time program where upon graduation, the graduates are eligible for registration as medical laboratory technologists, as Part 2 technologists under the MLT board. So for everyone that enters the field, they start off as Part 2, but after 3 years of experience in the lab, they can register as Part 1, whereby the Part 1 medical laboratory technologists can issue reports independently, and they can also supervise the Part 2s. Sorry, so back to the HTC program. So HTC is a program designed to provide individuals with necessary knowledge in human anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, and medical laboratory science. So students will specialize in one of the 4 major disciplines I mentioned before, along with a general education in the other 3 major disciplines. So as I said before, this is a 2-year part-time program with 3 compulsory programs and 1 elective, 3 compulsory subjects and 1 elective subject. So the 3 compulsory subjects are biochemistry, physiology, and IMLS, which stands for Integrated Medical Laboratory Studies. So this will provide a base for the students to learn about the human body, the human system, and also an overview of the different of all the different specialties in medical laboratory science, along with lab management. And the students then also choose 1 elective subject, which, as I mentioned, clinical biochemistry, histopathology and cytology, medical microbiology, and hematology and serology. So these electives will be more intensive than the program taught in IMLS, so that's the students can be more specialized in one of those subjects. Now, overall, these put together, the students will meet 3 evenings a week. And again, this is a 2-year program. In terms of the admission requirements, I think it's quite broad. So I think most students already can meet the application requirements. But from our past experience, most applicants to our program have already have a degree in a science-related subject. But the second part of the requirement is that we require students to have 2 years of practical laboratory experience. So that means they either work in a laboratory as maybe like a laboratory assistant, or in a hospital setting maybe called a patient care assistant, or also perhaps in a research lab. And yeah, so they would have to have at least 2 years of laboratory experience before they can apply. And they normally should be sponsored by their employers, or at least they can provide a reference to apply for this program. So this program is offered as one intake per 2 years. So the next coming intake is the 2026 to 28 intake, which the applications will start in February 2026. And you can go to our webpage for more details. So the next program I want to talk about is Certificate in Microbiology Testing. So this is a 1-year part-time program, and this is for those who want to become an approved signatory for microbiology testing. So this program is broken down into 3 modules that take place over 1 calendar year. And so this is a bit different from the medical laboratory technologist program. The HTC program is focused on processing biomedical samples, or human samples, whereas this program will focus more on environmental or food or water samples. So upon completion of the program, students are considered to have met the minimum training requirements to be an approved signatory for microbiology testing. And so here are the admission requirements. And generally speaking, it's associate degree or above in a related science discipline. Okay, and this is just a bit about the application, the fees for the 2025 intake. But that intake has already started, so the next intake will be coming up in 2026. And so you should keep an eye out on the website for any details for the new program. Next, we'll talk about more academic programs related to medical laboratory science. So the previous programs were more about obtaining professional recognition. So this is the articulation pathway for part-time programs in medical sciences. So I'll start off with the BSc program, the Bachelor of Science Honors Program in Biological Science. This program is done in collaboration with Edinburgh Napier University. So like I said, it's a part-time program, again, also 2 years. So this program is a top-up degree program for those that have an associate degree or a higher diploma in biological science or related. So you can see the breakdown of the different modules here. And overall, the program is a bit more focused on the biomedical sciences, but also including a broader field for biological sciences in general, including food microbiology and microbial biotechnology as well. And in the end, there's also a research project that the students can do. So in terms of the admission requirements, as I mentioned, it's higher diploma or associate degree in biological related science, or a higher certificate in medical laboratory science, or advanced diploma in bioscience and advanced diploma in applied bioscience, or similar equivalent qualifications. So this program, we look forward to having the next intake in 2025-26, which will start in September. And the applications have already started. So if you're interested, you can go to our website to learn more. So next, I will pass the time to my colleague, Dr. Huang.
Thank you for Dr. Mai's sharing. Now I would like to introduce 3 diploma programs. The first one is Advanced Diploma in Bioscience. This program is for those who wishing to build a solid foundation in bioscience. It's equivalent to the first year of a full bachelor's degree. So it can support you to support your enrollment into a top-up degree program. Essentially, the BSc in biological science that Dr. Mai just talked about. So to be specific, this program can be a fit for these three types of individuals. First, as mentioned, are those who aim to articulate to a top-up BSc program in bioscience. And secondly, it can be a fit for those who would like to develop or advance their careers in this field. And lastly, it also a fit for those who want to study out of pure interest to gain the essential knowledge and skills in bioscience. So regarding the program structure, it's a part-time program that lasts 2 years with 120 credits. It's at Hong Kong QF level 4. And it has 16 modules. Most of them are core biology modules, such as basic biology, biochemistry, physiology, evolution and biodiversity, etc. There are also modules focusing on language skills, such as English for bioscience, Chinese for bioscience, and science communication. And of course, there are practical sections that provide hands-on experience in biological experiment in a laboratory setting. To apply, it requires basic academic qualification from Hong Kong DSE or CE. However, applicants with other qualification, especially with relevant work experience, will also be considered. The new intake of this program will start in September. We have extended the application deadline to August 1st. We currently have some application and are hoping for a few more. We hope to start this program as scheduled in September. So if you are interested, please apply. You may scan the code here to get more information about this program. And if you have any inquiry, don't hesitate to contact Winnie. The second diploma I would like to share with you is a new program. It's built upon the foundation provided by the first diploma, and it's equivalent to the second year of a full bachelor's degree. It also can support you to enroll to a top-up degree program. As shown in the diagram here, so if you are a school leaver or of Hong Kong CE or Hong Kong DSE, we would recommend you start with the advanced diploma in bioscience and then move into the advanced diploma in applied bioscience. However, if you have some knowledge in biology, or you come from another science field, such as nutrition or biochemistry, then you may be able to enroll directly into advanced diploma in applied bioscience. And these two diplomas, they are officially recognized by Edinburgh Napier University. That means successful completion of these two diplomas will ensure your admission into the BSc in biological science, the top-up degree program. Regarding the program structure, like the first one, it's also a 2-year part-time programs with 120 credits and has 16 modules as well. So most of them also focus on the core biology subject, like the cell biology and further study in biochemistry, physiology, and ecology, etc. There are also more applied and specialized modules, like applied microbiology, public health and human diseases, introduction to different specialty in medical laboratory science, the module 9, And there are some modules can provide the skill development to students, such as the critical thinking and problem solving, collaboration and communication in the workplace, and information technology for bioscience. So to apply for these programs, in addition to basic academic qualification in Hong Kong DSE and CE, we also require applicants to have completed the advanced diploma in bioscience or have other equivalent qualifications. We plan to offer the first intake of this new program next year. So keep an eye on our website. The program page should be ready in the next few weeks. The last diploma program I would like to share with you is Diploma in Laboratory Science. So unlike the previous two programs, they focus on more broad topics in bioscience. This program focuses specifically on laboratory science. So it is for those who wishing to gain or refresh their knowledge in laboratory science, including medical laboratory science. So to be specific, this program may be a fit for the following three categories of individuals. The first category are those who come from a non-science background but wish to gain basic knowledge and skills in laboratory science. And secondly, for those who are BSc degree holder but haven't worked in a lab for some time but wish to refresh your knowledge. And lastly, it's for those planning to enroll our HTC program, the higher certificate in medical laboratory science, but are currently accumulate work experience, or this program can help you enhance your academic competitiveness. As for the program structure, this is also a 2-year part-time program, but it only has 60 credits and at Hong Kong QF level 3, so it's not that heavy program. It has only 4 modules. The first module will introduce you the laboratory science and provide some basic laboratory skills. In the second module, it provides the core scientific principle that can help you understand laboratory science. It will include the knowledge in human anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, molecular genetics, and applied immunology. The third module is about lab management and quality assurance, 2 very essential components in the testing labs. And the last one is the highlight of this program, the Integrative Laboratory Science Studies. It provides an overview of the laboratory science, including the 4 major disciplines in medical laboratory science. Moving on to the admission requirement. So as this is an introductory level program, so it only requires very basic academic qualification. The next intake of this program is expected to start in September, and the application deadline is the end of this month. So if you are interested in this program, you may scan the code to get more information. So now I will pass to my colleague Dr. Tian for more professional training programs.
Yeah, thanks to Dr. Mai and Dr. Huang for the introduction. Then I'm going to introduce the program at postgraduate level. So basically, we expect you to have a degree already. The first one is Master of Science in Biomedical Science. So similar to our BSc program, this program is also in collaboration with Edinburgh Napier University, which is a UK university. So for this program, it's a 2-year part-time program at master level. So although we call it 2 years, but normally we expect students complete everything, get the final results in 2 years and about 3 months time. This program normally starts in every September, and the students should finish everything 2 years later in that September, but normally it takes some time to confirm your result, release your result. So should be finished, should be complete everything by that December. And part-time, most of the lectures will be arranged on Tuesday and Friday evenings. And sometimes, because we have practical session, laboratory session, so those will be arranged on Saturdays, only because it takes longer time to complete the practical session. Normally the practical session could be 4 hours or to about 6 or 7 hours, so that's why we use Saturday. And after you successfully complete the program, then you will get the award from Edinburgh Napier University of the program. So this program consists of 6 taught modules plus 1 final year project. So the program covers both theories and practicals related to biomedical science. So the taught modules and the modules and the credits are listed here. We have hematology and transfusion science, which focus on those aspects related to blood. And we also have biomedical application of molecular biology. So it covers the molecular technique, their application in current diagnosis, as well as the biological research. Well, there's a module named scientific skills. This module covers all the necessary knowledge used for research. So something including literature review, how to read, how to summarize the useful literature papers. And it also covers the data analysis skills, data interpretation skills. You also got a chance to have a practice on how to write a research proposal. And it covers different aspects in research. So basically, it's a module prepare students for the final year project to do small research in biomedical field. Well, another module named applied medical microbiology. So from the name, you know that's microbiology, focus on the infections in related to bacteria, virus, parasite, and so on. In this module, we won't go through very fundamental details of the technique, but it's the overall principle of the infections and then how it's impact the human health. The next module called toxicology and pathology. So in this module, you will learn the interaction between the human and those cyanobiotics, and then the pathology related to those disease, how it happens, how it's impact to our body, and then what's the current developments of those diagnostic technology. And the last taught module is immunotechnology. So from this module name, you may notice that it's something about our immune system, talk about those cells, those molecules in our in human immune system. And then it also covers the new technology in immunology, such as the antibody antigen reaction, and then those new diagnostic or treatment in related to immunology. And finally, you will get a research project, which you may notice is triple the credit, so it covers almost half a year for the student to have a taste of biomedical research. The research could be either lab-based, do some real experiments, and then produce your own data and then do data analysis, or it could be the data analysis, which based on like bioinformatics, so it's a new area for students to analyze the clinical data and then find the association between the disease and those test results. So the teaching staff, so who are the teachers of this master program? The academic staff, the lecturer, the professors from Edinburgh Napier University will deliver some of the lectures. But besides that, we also invite a lot of local people to teach, including the academic staff of local universities, and those clinicians, those pathologists from hospitals. And we also have those professionals in the lab in biomedical science, such as those medical technologists, senior medical technologists. And we also invite guest lecturer, guest speaker from overseas university to introduce the most up-to-date topic in biomedical science. Well, for the project, the supervisors are normally from local universities. We have a large group of supervisors who are from HKU, the University of Hong Kong, but we also have the supervisor from other local universities, as well as some of the scientists working in the hospital labs. So students will have a chance to select from a wide range of the topics, either as in biomedical research or in clinical research, which applied in the hospital settings. So this program aims for those who wish to advance your career in as in medical lab in biomedical science. It's normally for those people who have been working in the lab for a few years and then would like to have a stronger academic qualification for basically for promotion. And then based on our survey, based on our statistics, our graduates have a very good chance for their career advancement. Many of our graduates has got the promotion from the medical technologies to senior level, or in those private labs promoted to a higher level, who's in charge of the lab or who's managing the lab. So it's a very good career development for those students. But besides these career developments, some of the students who are fresh graduates of a BSc in biological science may also consider to take this course to have a better understanding of the field, to have a stronger academic qualification before you go to the medical laboratory area. So compared to our professional training, like the first program Dr. Mai introduced, higher certificate in medical laboratory science, this program won't focus on the hands-on technique that much, but give you an overall understanding, overall picture of those biomedical area. So it's more like a discussion and interpretation of those diseases and their impact to our society. Entry requirement. So you may see this figure a few times. So MSc Biomedical Science is at the top, so it's equivalent to Hong Kong QF level 6. So we expect students to have complete our BSc, then you can apply BSc honors in biological science. But if you got a BSc degree, an honors degree in biological science or related area, or you have an ordinary degree, but with a 2-year post-qualification working experience, which means you got an ordinary degree and you have 2 more year working experience, then you are eligible to apply for this program. And then the application actually is a quite standard procedure. So you download the application form from our website, and then you attach your personal you complete your personal information and then attach your academic background or those relevant documents, then you can apply. So for the course fee, basically year 1 and year 2 are the same. So the fees for the coming intake would be 82,000 per year. So you may find more details from our website. And yeah, so the next one I would like to introduce is a postgraduate certificate in bioinformatics for medical laboratory technologists. So this program focuses on a special area, bioinformatics, and then we aim to provide some applied knowledge of this topic. So I think you may heard that nowadays genetic tests, molecular tests are more and more popular in the diagnosis. So it's got its advantage. First, it's very fast. It saves the time from the traditional method, which take maybe days or weeks or even months to just a few hours. and then the molecular test normally be more accurate, and it also help the scientist or the doctor to identify the cause or the reason of some unknown disease. So it's very powerful. And the common method you heard could be like PCR, real-time PCR, sequencing, next generation sequencing. But it's very fast, it's very powerful. It also gives a very huge amount of data from this molecular test. Then it makes it very difficult for an individual to do the data analysis. So we need computers' help to analyze those large set of data, take the whole genome or each individual coding of a human DNA as an example. In total is 3 gigabytes data to have our whole genome of one individual, one person. So of course it can't be analyzed by a human. We use computer to support the data analysis. So basically in this bioinformatics, we would cover how to use those database, online database, how to store the data into the database, and how to retrieve the data uploaded by other researcher. And then we cover the common software, help the scientists to do data analysis. And then we also cover a little bit of programming to let students know how those computer programs works. From this program, we expect the student would be able to explain the principle of those tests, and then also able to use the appropriate database and software to get the genome sequence which you need, and then to develop some simple script to solve your problem to help your data analysis, and then to apply those tools for the clinical diagnosis. There are 4 modules in this program. The first module covers the fundamental techniques. So here we would like students to understand where the data comes from rather than just simply analyze the data. Then it helps you to understand why those like quality assurance, quality control procedure are very important. Then module 2 would be an introduction of bioinformatics, the computer environment, the network setting, the existing database and software that help you to understand bioinformatics. And then the third module, you will learn a very fundamental technique of programming. It's not that difficult. We are not expecting the student to be a bioinformatician at that level, but it's an introductory level. Then the last module would be the application. I think that's the highlight of this program. Basically, after students learn the program, you would like to know how I can use this program, or in which scenario I should choose what type of tools for me to analyze the data. So the new intake is expected to start in July, and then the application deadline is coming. So if you have interest, please contact Kiki for application. And so those are the major courses covered in our area. Besides those big programs which take months, take years to complete, we also have some short courses or workshops for individuals who want to learn or want to advance a certain area for your career, for your skills. So the first one called Workshops on Fundamental Techniques of Microbiology. So from the name, you may notice it's very, very basic skills used in microbiology lab. So it's suitable for the individuals who just join a lab but require you to work in microbiology related area. Or it's also suitable for those people who already work in the area or do research but don't have the appropriate training in those traditional skills. So it's a short workshop which only lasts for three evenings, but all the technique you learned would be very useful. And then the second one I would like to introduce is the fundamental venipuncture techniques for phlebotomists. So this one basically you learn how to take blood from another person. It's suitable for the people who are working or who plan to work in the clinic, in the hospital, involved in blood taking, or for those who are working in the like healthcare centers. Also, some of those people working in the laboratory may also would like to learn how the blood was taken. Then the last one I would like to cover here is the certificate for module. It's not a real short course, but it's a specialized training. So this one, we expect the student to have a stronger background, higher background. We expect the student already hold a license of medical laboratory technologist. And then for those who would like to work in microbiology, in mycology, something about the fungal infection, the yeast. This one is a very advanced training, very specialized in this area for existing MLTs to learn the special technique in the identification, in the diagnosis of the mycology area. So besides that, we have a series of courses. We call it ISO-related courses. There are 5 current courses. We focus on the standard, the requirement for medical laboratory or for the testing laboratories. So those are suitable for the people who are working in the lab but want to know more about the quality assurance procedure, internal auditing procedure, or basically all the requirements set in the lab. So it's suitable for the people who at different levels, at the junior level or at the senior level, who's in charge of auditing is also good for them. Yeah, so I think those are a summary of our short courses, and then I think that's the end of all of our introduction. So now I would like to invite the audience, online audience and in-person audience, to ask any question you want. Thank you. So there's the online question, right?
Yes, so we received some question from online. So first question is, if I don't have working experience in laboratory, but I've studied biological science degree, can I be accepted into the higher certificate in medical laboratory science? I think we have a strong preference for those who are currently working in laboratory. So yes, we do expect the practical experience, but it doesn't have to be a medical laboratory. It could be a research laboratory as well. As long as it is related to biomedical science, I think that's good enough for us.
Yeah, just to supplement a bit. So for the graduates who hold like a degree in biological science or biotechnology, biochemistry related area, but you plan to work in the area, I would strongly recommend you to find a job in the related area, because first of all, the higher certificate in medical laboratory science, this is a long-lasting program. The design or the aim of this program is to train the people who are already working in the lab. So all design is to help them to get a license. So that's the first reason. And then the second reason is that you may consider of our other courses, especially for the people who are not so familiar with medical laboratory. We have like a higher diploma, so suitable for you to take this part-time program, and at the same time, you may find a job in medical laboratory. So help you to both get experience and get more academic knowledge in the field. So basically get a higher chance to be enrolled to the higher certificate program. Of course, you may also consider to apply MSc if you already know the aspect of laboratory but want to have a stronger academic qualification. Then MSc could be another choice. It's also a part-time, so you can still find a job in related area in medical lab. And then after you complete the program, then you may go to you may apply the higher certificate in medical laboratory science. Yeah. So next question is any intake in June? Oh, it's a question about the certificate for module in clinical mycology. So the next intake is expected in November. So there's no June intake. Sorry for that. It's mainly because of the availability of the lab and teacher. So we rearranged the time scheduled in November. So we will release the schedule very soon on our website. So please check our update. Thank you. So yeah, so no more question from online audience. Any question from here? No. Okay. Yeah, if no more question, I think that could be the end of today's seminar. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you.
Thank you very much.